Good morning, my friends. Happy Thursday to you all. I had a fascinating experience yesterday. As I shared with you all yesterday morning, I was facing a lot of fear yesterday and carrying quite a lot of pain to do with a few things that were happening in our life and the lives of friends around us. After my video here with you guys, I did some chores, did the housework. I'm a house husband. I went up the stairs and worked out, and halfway through my workout, I just lay on the floor and kind of gave up. I was like, guys, I'm tapped out. Lord, I got nothing but you and all my hopes in you, and I just need to see your breakthrough. And I was also pretty pooped from working out, and I think I fell asleep, but I'm not really sure how much time passed. Anyway, at one point, I was just laying there and I was conscious and I was thinking, this is fascinating. I have never been, I don't think, in such a crucible. My wife and I and our family have been through plenty of difficult times. As many of you know, I've been through workplace burnout twice. I've been through major periods of depression and anxiety. So I know what hard times feel like. We've walked through friends and their marriages, issues, divorce, all kinds of stuff. I mean, I've been through my own parents' divorce. But this current season that we're in as my family is super, super intense. It's like we feel very much like we're in a crucible, or like God is doing a Rubik's Cube speed run with our lives. And it's wonderful. And there's so much growth. And as you guys know, even just in these videos every day that I've been doing with you guys for 80 days, 80 something. The growth that I've been experiencing personally is immense. Yet the fear financially and a whole bunch of stuff is all super intense, and there's other stuff happening in my wider world that I can't really share. But what hit me yesterday while laying on the floor was that I am not drawn to any of the false comforts that I have pursued in the past in difficult circumstances. If I'm brutally honest with you, in the past, when things have been hard, when there's been painful things, when I've had to discipline myself and deliver results on time, I was so broken in my inner psychological framework that I couldn't maintain the output without some kind of self-soothing false comfort. And so often in the past for me that was porn, often it was alcohol, often it was eating, and more than anything, it was seeking the emotional approval of others. And many times in the past, my vulnerability and my sharing has been a means to receiving emotional validation. And as I lay on the floor yesterday, processing, and talking with God, and feeling everything that I was feeling, I realized I don't even have a pull to those things right now. It's not even like the temptation is there, but I'm resilient in the face of temptation. It's more like most of those temptations are not even there. The temptation to eat is there, but that's partly because I'm intermittent fasting right now, so I don't eat until midday, and I don't eat from 8 p.m. around to noon of the next day, so I'm hungry a lot of the time. But it was like, it's actually possible for us to live whole. It's actually possible for us to not be broken inside so that we don't turn to our destructive, self-soothing, sinful habits, the ways that we try to self-medicate that are destructive, that are not life-giving. We actually can move past those. We actually can come into a space where we are so whole and healthy in our inner emotional and psychological framework that when we go through difficult times, we just go through difficult times. And we don't then also self-destruct or re-traumatize ourselves through sinful behaviors, sinful coping mechanisms. So what I'm trying to say is yesterday I realized I am coping. I'm going through one of the hardest seasons of my life, and I am just coping because I'm not broken and fractured inside anymore. And that was a revelation to me. And maybe you're already living that life. If you are, awesome. I'm so glad for you. And if you're not, when you run into hard times, if you find yourself going back to those old destructive patterns in order to cope, in order to escape, in order to not feel the pain, it is possible to heal. It is possible to go through pain and face it without re-traumatizing yourself by how you respond to it. And it really kind of rocked my world yesterday. I'm not trying to make myself sound like Christ, but I had this moment where I saw Christ in the garden crying out to the Father, Lord, if there's any way that this cup can be taken from me, let it be taken from me. But not my will be done, let your will be done. And there was something about that rang true for me. The utter agony, the pain, the desire for this to end, but not responding to it with sinful escape. Feeling your way through it all, carrying it to God, carrying it to the Father, and saying, look, if there's any way, lift it. But until then, I am right here. I am not running away. I'm not going to numb myself. I'm not going to try and hide my inner brokenness, because there is no longer any inner brokenness because of the work of God in my life. So I know that was long, but it was rocking me yesterday. And so here we are. I am still carrying some fear and all this kind of stuff, but today it's not anywhere near the level it was yesterday. Today I'm feeling much more at peace. My faith has been stirred up, and so praise God for his work in our lives to heal our places of brokenness and to draw us into a space where we can live wholeheartedly, emotionally cohesive. Praise God. Praise God. Okay. Hand on your heart. Take a deep breath in and feel your body. Feel your current emotional state. I feel a mixture of trepidation and readiness. There are a few things I want to do this morning, and I feel ready to jump in. I've got this shadow of trepidation and tiredness. I feel you. I see you. Jonathan, I feel where you're at today. I welcome your feelings, Jonathan. This is a safe place for you. I feel what you have for me to feel. And I identify it and call it out. I cherish it. And we can keep moving. And when we need to stop, we can stop. This is safe for you, Jonathan. I feel quite a sense of peace landing on me as I acknowledge my emotions, call them out. Honestly, I was talking to a friend yesterday. We've just done the wrong things with our emotions, with our feelings. All we need to do is feel them. We get all caught up about not doing what they tell us to do, and do you follow your heart, do you not follow your heart? Oh, is our heart sinful and wicked? Just feel them and release them. Simple as that. May you have a feeling day today, my friends. Thanks for tuning in. God bless.